Right guys, Lord from Lord and Lady, coming back at you with something a little bit different.
Sega.
Touch of nostalgia's crept in, I think. So yeah, figured we'd have a look at one of my all-time favourites. Used to play this all day long on the Dreamcast with the old fishing rod controller and stuff. So yeah, we'll just have a quick look at it. Not going to turn it into a series or anything, it's just a little bit of fun. So you guys can see what it's all about.
Welcome to Lake Paradise. Select an area.
So we'll quickly get into it.
Large area.
Obviously the graphics are pretty poor, but it's a very old game, so we're talking Dreamcast era.
Select a lure.
Select a lure. Oh, I always like the spinners.
Select the casting point.
But what I loved mostly was the underwater effects with the bubbles and the plants and the fish. I think the fish look brilliant, even today, even by today's standards. I think they look good. I mean, the movement of them is not necessarily accurate, but so as you could probably tell, it's a very easy game to play. It pretty much tells you what to do, but it's a lot of fun. It's just a very relaxing game to play. Yeah, for somebody that's played a lot of shooting games and stuff, playing something like this occasionally, it's nice. Yeah, we used to take the Dreamcast on when we used to go on caravan holidays with the family. We used to take this with us, and we'd all gather around the TV and see who could catch the biggest fish. It was great fun.
Bonus.
Let's see if we can catch a bigger one. I say the fish move around quite a lot, and you've got like different times of day, different you can unlock different lures and spinners and stuff. Different weather conditions sort of affects what colours and stuff they'll take and whereabouts on the map they are. There's some really cool maps. My favourite is the bonus map at the end of the arcade mode. It's called the Palace or something, and all the fish are like huge. They're all bass, obviously. I believe they did make a sequel. Sega Marine Fishing or something, I think it was called.
Okay, an average size. Good job. Bonus.
This is anyone I've ever played. And I must say it's as enjoyable now as it was back then. Oh, twitched it out of his mouth then. You got different reel speeds, move the analog sticks, obviously twitches the lure. Oh, that's a bigger one. The soundtrack brings back memories. Proper arcade classic, this.
Oh, a big one! Rank in. You got a special lure.
Yeah, that's
Large
right.
area cleared. Go to next area. Cape area.
So yeah, to progress through the arcade mode, you have to hit the required weight. I believe it's £11 on this one.
Enjoy your fishing.
Your time, however, is somewhat unrealistic.
Select the casting point.
But if you run out of time, obviously in the arcade you'd have to put some more money in the machine. But with this, you can just continue. Yeah, it's just an easy, fun game to play.
Fish. Turn the rod. Hit bonus. Lower the rod. You're almost there. Turn the rod. Land. Be careful. No. Small one. I'm bonus.
4 seconds, how generous. As soon as you start bouncing off the rocks. Oh, that's a big fish. Not the one that took it, but just remember, people, there is always a bigger fish. Jeremy Wade would be proud. Not quite a river monster, but...
Okay, an average size. Good job. I'm bonus.
See if we can get that big one.
Time's up.
So yeah. So this is where you'd have to put more money in the machine, but we can just push the start button. In the options, I believe you can adjust the starting time and the weight. Makes it a little bit easier, I guess, to get through them without having to keep continuing. But there are full-on tournament modes, like a free play mode.
Okay, an average size. Good job. I'm bonus.
I remember there's 2 or 3 different lakes and then 3 different locations to fish on each one. Something like that. So you can pick this up really cheap on Steam now. It's literally a couple of quid. I've tried all the the Rapala series and stuff, and the fishing simulator. I think it was Dovetail made a fishing simulator. But I've never found anything that has the same charm as this old classic.
No. Small one. You got a special lure. I'm bonus.
I'm determined to catch that big one that's down here. God damn it. Plagued by small fish. Probably sounds familiar to a lot of people. Just dragging it in.
Okay, an average size. Good job. Cape area cleared. Go to next area. Inlet area.
Required £13.
Enjoy your fishing.
I intend to, sir.
Select the lure.
Let's try something a little bit different. We'll go with a deep crank. See what happens. The spinner bait always tends to be... See, this one floats up if you stop reeling, and it'll rattle and goes down quite... There's a shallower version of it as well. Nope. You obviously fancied a nibble. Didn't see any fish down there though, apart from this one.
Be careful. Okay, an average size. Good job. I'm bonus.
Alright, let's try something. Let's try the shallow crank. Try over by the pipe. The pipe used to be a good area. Oh yeah, that's a bigger one. Just wish I had that rod controller right now. It was so much fun. It had like a very basic motion sensor in it, a bit like a very old school Wii remote, just not as a, you know, the Wii remote is obviously more advanced, but so as you tilted it, it was the equivalent of using your analog stick to turn left and right. Let's try that spot again. Well, basically, I think once we clear this stage, the next stage is the palace, where we're guaranteed a big fish. So.
Time's up. Ready? Come on. Try again. It's gone.
There's not a lot happening around there. Now we did see a bigger fish over the back there though. So we change. Let's try vibrating lure. Let's see what happens. This one just sinks. Sinks quite quick. Oh, that is a big fish. Oh yes. Need a few chips to go with this one. Obviously, the bigger the fish, the line tension gauge, you have to keep an eye on it a lot more because it will snap your line. I say the dude tells you all this if you listen to the voiceover.
This one's
£17.
Rank in.
Can't remember what my all-time personal biggest is.
Area cleared. Go to next area.
But 17's pretty huge. Yeah, it's my favourite level. Spooky. Always at night. Catch a super bass. My favourite place used to be directly down that doorway. Or over near the bridge. Let's go with my spinner. We like the spinner. Let's try over at the bridge. Yeah. See, by the time you've picked a lure, sunk it down a bit, your time's almost gone. But oh, stuck on a rock. And apparently, no fish. Let's try a bit further across. Let's try this one.
Time's up. Come on. Try it again.
Luckily, we can just click continue. Yeah, lots of little minnows. You expect there to be some bigger fish around. So far, we haven't actually seen any. Only lets you catch the one, and then it sort of exits the level. But I haven't even seen one yet. I have one quick fling over here, and then we'll try the palace entrance. They usually spread out a bit better than this. I suppose it's just like fishing for a big fish in real life. They're harder to catch, which is why they've managed to grow into a big fish. But there is nothing in this lake. Alright. Let's have a quick squiz over here. Let's try back here. See if there's anything hiding. Lovely low resolution textures there. But here we go. That's a big fish. Oh, I so thought he was going to grab that then. Yeah. Luckily we hooked it right near the boat, so that's what you call a best case scenario.
Wow, record size!
19. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever caught one bigger than 20.
Size for this lake. You've cleared all the areas.
19.4.
The biggest bass you've caught. Grandmaster, your bass fishing technique is great.
Apparently.
Please enter your name.
So that'll about do it for this one, guys. That's just a quick look at Sega bass fishing, one of my all-time personal favourites. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And yeah, if you've got a couple of quid spare, pick it up and give it a go. It's a lot of fun. So stay tuned for the channel. We'll have plenty more new things coming up soon. So there'll be some console games coming up soon as well. We've got loads of things in the pipeline, so please like and subscribe, ring the little bell so you don't miss out on any of the good stuff, and we'll see you again soon.